So what am I doing? I need to rename my channel the Unfocused Collector, because my main set goals are to completely grade my 71 and 56 sets. But I've been kind of on the side looking for odds and ends of older Bowmans, especially 1950, because they just look so cool. And then I have the two keys to the set. That's the only two 1950 Bowmans that I have. And I just, between the last 3 to 5 years, I picked up both of these just a heck of a lot cheaper than what they are now. And so I had the two keys to the set. I had the 50 Williams in a 3 and the 50 Robinson in a 2.5. So, but then I started looking for other just commons, and I ran across a lot of 132 different commons. They're all lower grade. They're probably between 1s and 4s, but these are lower grade. So what if I tried to put together this set in, let's say, PSA 2 or better? Yes, I mean, the commons didn't, there's a really low condition, one of the Hall of Famers in the lot that I bought, but I bought over half the set in commons. And yes, I still need the Spawn. Yes, I need the Barra still, which I could pick up in 2 or 3 condition. Not that hard. There are plenty out there. I just need to find a good deal. But so I am going to tackle, at least raw at first, ungraded, the 1950 Bowman set. So I'm going to run through what I picked up in this 132 card lot. It's strange. It must have been somebody, I don't know. But anyways, most of the first 100 cards are not there. It was all basically from cards 100 through the last card in the set, which I believe is 240. 260 possibly. I should have looked this up, of course, before I did the video. There's either 250 or 260 cards in the total set. I'm sorry, I forgot the number offhand. But I basically have the 100s and 200s, plenty of them. So I'm going to run through them. Yes, some of these are creased. Yes, some have writing on the back. But those are easily upgradable because they're $5 and $7 commons. And so I'm excited to have just gone ahead and instead of buying ones or twosies of more of the commons, I just 132 of these. So this video, I'm going to run through the 132 that I picked up because they're just, talk about pieces of art. They talk about like the, the 52 tops and the 53 tops and the beautiful photos of 53 Bowman. I had to get this. It's one of those things I may have overpaid maybe by 5 or 10%, but 10 years from now, I'm going to regret that I didn't pull the trigger and grab all these. So, also the P. Reese is another big card that I would need to get for this. Those are all $150 to $300 cards in 2s and 3s. But of the key, the Barra, the Spawn, the Reese. So anyways, I'll shut up and just start going through what I got. And hope you enjoy this video. I have been staring at these over and over and over and over again. They're just beautiful. They're so cool. It's not a technical term in the PSA grading standards. So cool. But for a lot of collectors who just love the dang cards in their collection, so cool is one of the biggest factors. So we're going to just start off here. This is one of the worst shape. Yes. This is like a, PSA 0.45, I wouldn't even grade this. I would just, a little bit of pen on the back. So we're starting with card number 81, Ron Northey. And a lot of these are people I'd never heard of, but still, it's just that the images are incredible. Look at the scoreboard and the advertisement in the background there. So this is one that I would just go on eBay and buy a PSA, let's say 2 or 3 for 18 to 22 bucks. And then there, I have this one in graded shape. But then a lot of the other ones, I would send a PSA on a good special in little bits. I can't afford to do them all the time. That's like when I do my, I can't afford to do them all at one time. Like when I grade my 71s and 56s, I send anywhere from 10 to 40 of them at a time. And the next card I picked up, I put these all in number order. Look at that. It just, so yes, writing on the back. Card 85. So not all these have writing on the back. I'm going to say maybe 5 to 10% do. But as we look at them closer through the lens here, maybe I'll see more. But I'm okay with it. I mean, they're just beautiful. This is, I mean, these, whoever sent these to me just put them in regular top loaders. These are, you know, that's not 99 flare. So card 89, George Munger. The last guy was Ken Heinzelman. Next, you know, something like this, probably get a 1. So I'd probably just go ahead and, you know, just buy a graded one of this and sell this off. Card 92, Hank Majewski. You know, this one could get a 2.5 or 3, which, like I said, because of the Robinson and the Williams are 2.5 and 3s. That's kind of the condition I'd shoot for this set. So my 71 set, I'm looking at trying to get everything 5 or better. My 56 set, 3 or better. And this one I'm okay with, let's say 2 or better. This is card 93, Gene Bearden. I mean, just the images are just, to me, they're historic. Lou Bedreau, there we go. You know, there's a name. Card 94. This one's rough, you know. This one gets a 1 likely. Maybe I'll do 1 or better. I mean, at least for now, start with 1 or better, and then I could always upgrade later. 96, Virgil Trucks. There's another name. This one would be deemed miscut. Maurice McDermott. I think that's Mickey McDermott. He's in my 56 set. I believe it's the last card of the 56 set. Card 97. String Bing Moore. Yeah, I was going to say, this guy looks like a lanky pitcher. What is he? 6'3.5", 170. Yep. All right. Next one. I'm just excited to get these. It just, you know, even 10 years ago, if you said I would have, you know, half the 50 Bowman set, I wouldn't have believed you. It wouldn't have been on my radar. Billy Goodman, card 99. Look at the birth dates. 1916. Card 103, Eddie Jost, or Yost. Eddie Yost or Jost? I know there's a right pronunciation for this, but that's another name that, you know, most of us have heard of. Sam Chapman. Born in Tiburon. Wow. That was just down the road from where I grew up. Bob Dillinger. Sam Dente. Card 107. This was, you guys saw it, but, oh, no, I'm not going to. 105, 107. Wayne Terwilliger, 114. That's an awesome card. Roy Smalley. There you go. Another name. 115. $116. Virgil Red Stahl Cup. Never heard that name. Johnny Hop. 122. $123. Dino Restelli. Wonder what that means. Recall privilege. was just reading the back. Clyde McCullough, 124. Al Brazel, 1914. Dave Philly, card 127. Phil Massey, 128. James Vernon, 132. Don Calloway, 133. Dizzy Trout, 134. Another name. Pat Mullen, 135. Unless that's like a 48 high foot fence there. They kind of drew that guy not to scale. Johnny Pesky, there's another name, 137. Pesky's Pole in Fenway Park. Johnny Mize, this is another key card. This one, of course, you know, this is maybe barely a 1. So it's another one I'd have to upgrade. But for now, you know, I mean, it came with this grouping. I mean, card 139. See, I don't know what that means. Maybe it's some sort of transaction thing that they used. 1913. Wow, this was way towards the end of his career. Joe Coleman, there's another name. 141. Sherm Lawler, another name I knew. 142. Browns. I mean, that is such a cool uniform. Look at that. Eddie what? Eddie Stewart? Yep. 143. Unfortunately, paper loss, but look at that image. Look at that pose. Jack Graham, 145. Another Browns. Floyd Baker, 146. Mike Garcia, 147. Early win. There's another name. 148. In decent shape. I mean, maybe it gets a grade even with the thin border there. I mean, you're looking at 95.5, but not gonna complain. The catching poses in this set are just so cool. Bob Swift, 149. George Vico, 150. Fred Hutchinson, 151. Ellis Kinder, 152. Walt Masterson, 153. Gus Nieros, 154. Frank Shea, 155. Fred Sanford. That's Sanford and Son's daddy. Card 156. Red Fox. It's not Red Fox. That's funny. I mean, common name, but that's just funny. Mike Guerra, 157. See, the catching poses are all just cool. Paul Lerner, 158. Joe Tipton, 159. Mickey Harris, 160. Sherry Robertson, 161. Eddie Yost, another name, 162. Later in his career, mid career, early mid. Earl Torgerson, 163. Sibby Sisti, 164. Bruce Edwards, 165. Joe Hatton, 166. Oh, the Duke Snyder is another key to this that I'll have to pick up. You know, maybe there's a half dozen, you know, more big cards that I need to get, but, you know. Oh, it's Preacher Rowe. I didn't know his name was Elwin, 167. Look at that. Another name. Bob Sheffing, 168. Houses in the background. That's awesome. Hank Edwards, 169. They put somebody's butt in the background there. That's funny. Emil Leonard, 170. Harry Gumbert, 171. See, most of the ones are, I mean, they're at least twos, PSA 2s. Harry Lowry, 172. Just cool to have this, so many of the set. Lloyd Merriman, 173. Henry Thompson, 174. Did I look at the front of this one? No, I didn't. I think I just put it down. That's a cool pose. Oh, it's Hank Thompson. That's another name. When I say name, you know, semi-star, semi-popular name I'd heard of. Monty Kennedy, 175. Sylvester Donnelly, 176. Barrowy, 177. Eddie Fitzgerald, 178. Charles Deering, 179. Harry Walker, 180. Marino Pieretti, 181. Sam Zoldak, 182. Mickey Hafner, 183. Randy Gumpert, 184. Howie Judson, 185. Ken Keltner, 186. Lou Stringer, 187. It's not me. The dog was moaning. Like I said, she's always by my side. Earl Johnson, 188. Owen Friend, 189. Dick Starr, 191. Poor Dick was 1-7. I don't think the Browns were very good back then. Bob Chipman, 192. Pete Reiser, 193. Billy Cox, 194. Phil Cavaretta, 195. Doyle Lade, 196. Johnny Warostek, 197. Danny Litwiller, 198. Jack Kramer, 199. Oof. Oof. Oops. Didn't notice that. That's yeah, that's I don't think that's a factory miscut. Somebody ran it through some farm equipment. Kirby Higbee, 200. Definitely one of the ones I will look to buy sooner than later, just so I could get that out of the collection a little bit. Pete Castiglione, 201. Kind of a Stallone face. The little lip snarl. Cliff Chambers, 202. Sorry, I don't have a lot to contribute about the players or some of the history of these, like a lot of the other more knowledgeable channels. Danny Murtaugh. I know that name. I think he was a manager at some point. 203. looks like a manager in those ages. There was 1917, yeah, so he was getting close to his managerial years. Granville Hamner. I think this is Granny Hamner. Of course, there's a little pencil check mark there. I think this guy was this guy the one that was nicknamed Granny Hamner? Mike Goliath, 205. That's a cool looking card. Nice shape. Sam Lopata, 206. Look at that pose. That's cool. Max Lanier, 207. Jim Hearn, 208. That's funny, random suited guy in the stands. Johnny Lindell, 209. Ted Gray, 210. Charlie Keller, 211. Jerry Pretty, 212. Carl Scheib, 213. Dick Fowler, 214. Bob Porterfield, 216. Cliff Mapes, 218. Don Mueller, 221. Bobby Morgan, 222. Jimmy Russell, 223. Jack Banta, 224. Eddie Sawyer, 225. Yeah, let's say that's a veteran, 1910. Bob Miller, 227. Bill Nicholson, 228. Bill Serena, 230. Some of these might be pushing 4s and 5s. That's kind of cool. Like I said, when I'm buying other ones, there's no reason for me to chase a 6 or 7 when it would just be way, way out of the range of what I'm trying to accomplish in the set. Preston Ward, 231. Flip Rosen, I didn't know Al Rosen was named Flip. 232. Allie Clark, 233. Bobby Shantz, 234. Harold Gilbert, 235. Bob Kane, 236. You wonder if any of these guys are still around. This guy would have to be 100. Man. Bill Salked, 237. Vernal Jones, 238. Bill Howerton, 239. Oh, that's so cool. Playing sandlot ball in his hometown. Bill turned pro with Scranton. Gee, that's so cool. That was 239. Oops. Jeez, Butterfingers. Eddie Lake, 240. Man, that's a big stadium. Look at all the seats going way up there. What team is he? Detroit. Neil Berry, 241. It's kind of cool. Was born in Michigan and played for the Tigers. Dick Krajewski, 242. Johnny Groth, 243. Dale Coogan, 244. Al Papai, 245. Pen mark right there. It's kind of a weird. Walt Dropo, 246. Irv Noren, heard that name, 247. Sam Jethro, 248. George Sternweiss, 249. $250, Ray Coleman. John Moss, 251. 252, Billy DeMars. Maybe 252 is the last card. Like I said, sorry, I gotta look it up, but that's my 1950 Bowman set. You know, project that I'll focus on the 71 and 56 to start, but I do have the Reese and the Barra in my eBay watch list right now, and at least pick off a couple of the, you know, maybe half dozen or so key ones that I'm missing, and then it'll be just grading and buying up the rest of the commons. But fun project that, yeah, couldn't pass it up. So hope you enjoyed going through those with me. It's they're just beautiful cards. That's all I could say. And I mean, just the kind of the square shape of them is just so unique, and I like them a lot. So it's just you know, another fun addition to the collection. Hope you guys have a good day.